Hello and welcome back everybody. My name's Pep and today I will be reviewing Tom Ford's Tobacco Oud from 2013. The perfumer credited with this particular perfume is Olivier Guillotin, I believe that's pronounced. His more notable fragrances that he's done are other Tom Ford private collection fragrances. Otherwise, if you look at his resume, there's a bunch of probably lesser known designers in there as well. Anyway, let me start off by talking a little bit about my relationship with Tom Ford private blend fragrances. When I first started getting into fragrances, obviously I read and heard a lot about Tom Ford private blends, and that original release from 2007 where you had scents like Tuscan Leather and Tobacco Vanille and Oud Wood. Am I thinking of anything else? Those three in particular. When I tried those years ago, they were very impressive to my nose, and I thought they were the shit, to be honest. Over time, I've come to realise that a couple of them I don't really like much anymore, and some of my favourites from the private blend line appear to have been reformulated and a definite shadow of what they used to be. Case in point, I think Oud Wood is like very watered down to what it used to be when I first tried it. Since 2007, a lot of new private blend releases that I've tried have been very hit and miss. You know, like recent ones like Lost Cherry, Vanille Fatale, Fucking Fabulous, have kind of just not done it for me at all. A few years back, Tobacco Oud was released, and the only reason I have it, I mean, it's not the only reason I have it. I do like this fragrance. I was able to get in on a split of a large bottle, so I paid $1 per ml. So I've got 30 ml decant of Tobacco Oud that cost me 30 Australian dollars. And I do enjoy wearing it. But I have to be in the mood for this particular fragrance. It's definitely for me like a cooler, cold weather fragrance, and it's not necessarily a safe fragrance for all situations. Let's talk about what it smells like. Spray in the opening. Now, in the opening, I definitely get a slightly dirty, little bit skanky oud. It's also a little bit boozy as well, and the tobacco is there as well. But the thing about this fragrance here is I think it's very, very well blended in that it is difficult to separate individual notes. They're all blended together. What that means, particularly on my skin, is I don't get a lot of development, I don't get a lot of intricacy, a lot of complexity. It just is a well blended fragrance that smells good. And at this point, I'm going to diverge and go on a tangent. I have found that I have been much more impressed by perfumes in Tom Ford's signature line compared to the private blend line, which are significantly more expensive than the signature line. And you know, I do get a bit cynical about things like Ombre Leather starting out in the private blend line, and more recently Beau de Jour starting out in the private blend line, and now they've been re-released or repackaged into the signature line, and obviously at reduced prices. So I kind of feel a bit sorry for people who paid private blend prices when those ones came out. This one, again, like I said, there's not a lot of complexity. It's good on my skin. It performs pretty well in terms of lasting a good 6 to 8 hours, quite noticeably on my skin. I don't find that it is a big projector, although I can easily smell it on myself most of the day. Like I said, probably the reason I'm not exactly excited about this is because to me it is very linear. I imagine this scent like there is definitely some spices in there. I can smell patchouli. I can smell a sharp woody note, like a very dry cedar note in here as well. But it's all there. Each note is affected by the other to create this blend and this visual of what I imagine it would be to smell some dry old aged tobacco in a wooden tobacco box, or even in an old sweaty leather pouch, opening that up and sniffing that fragrance. That is the kind of impression I get that tobacco oud gives me off my skin. So it's a very it's a very deliberately kind of masculine trope on this accord. And like I said, it's good. I would never buy a bottle retail. I have this 30ml, which will do me fine for quite a while because I don't wear it very often. I do enjoy it when I wear it, but it is one that I find difficult to get excited about. And like I miss wearing or whatever. So today I'm wearing it and it's nice. It's perfect weather for it outside, but I'll probably put it away after this review and not need to smell it for months and months. It's not something I miss, as opposed to a lot of my favorite scents in my collection. Having said that though, I will say that since 2007 it is one of the better private blend releases, along with things like Plum Japonais that I've tried. I'm just trying to think more recently. Tuscan Leather Intense is Oudwood Intense is very nice as well. But you have to consider how much these private blends cost. Maybe it's worth waiting a bit and see if they get re-released in the signature line. That is all I have to say about Tom Ford's Tobacco Oud. If you've tried it, if you like it, if you don't like it, let me know in the comments as always. And as always, it's a pleasure doing these reviews for you, and I will see you all soon. See you later.